Welcome to another session of State Spotlight. And my state is, and I'm representing Uttar Pradesh as my state. I just like to give you an overview of Uttar Pradesh. So, basically, Uttar Pradesh is known for its rich culture and tradition. So, where Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, birthplace was Ayodhya, whereas Bhagwan Parshuram was born in Mathura. Previously, UP was commonly referred to as the United Provinces. So that is the reason we call it UP in short. So after that, the name was changed to Uttar Pradesh. And there are approximately 30 rivers in Uttar Pradesh. So I would like to name some major rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, Ghagra, Gomti, Gandak, Sone, and Sarta. So these are some major rivers. So talking about the location, so these are the states which are the border of the Uttar Pradesh. So to the north, Nepal, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh are to the north of Uttar Pradesh. In the west, it's Haryana, Delhi, Rajasthan. In the south, it's Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. To the east, it's Jharkhand and Bihar. So talking about the agriculture, the key highlights for agriculture is the major crops grown in Uttar Pradesh is wheat, sugarcane, rice, pulses, and the cash crops, oilseeds, potatoes, cotton, and the fruits and vegetables that is mostly common in Uttar Pradesh is mangoes because it is produced in large quantity in Uttar Pradesh. Apart from mango, is it's guava, tomatoes, and spinach. Talking about the agriculture practices, it is irrigation. Irrigation is widely used in Uttar Pradesh with the help of canals, tube wells, sprinklers, or drip lines. It helps us to grow the crops effectively, especially in areas where the rainfall is very less. And due to the Ganga River basin, the land is very fertile of Uttar Pradesh. Moving to the next slide, talking about the climate, there are a total four seasons in Uttar Pradesh. It's summer, monsoon, autumn, winter. The summer is quite hot and dry with temperatures are recently recorded above 46 degree this year. And in monsoon, uh, the monsoon is quite less in Uttar Pradesh, but however, when it rains, it brings relief and lush greenery over here. And autumn is so cool and pleasant with clear skies. So autumn is one of the best season, and winter as well is very crisp and cool here. So it is best to explore and travel in Uttar Pradesh in the month of winter. And talking about the temperature range, in summer the temperature is recorded from 30 degree to 45 degree Celsius. In monsoon, it's 25 degree to 35. Autumn is 20 degree to 30 degree. Whereas in winter, the temperature is widely seen from ranging from 5 degree to 20 degree. So the best time to visit in Uttar Pradesh is from October to March, where the weather is comparatively pleasant for uh, visits at the architectural wonders of UP for long hours. So the languages spoken here is primarily Hindi and Urdu. So Hindi is widely spoken, whereas Urdu has some significant presence, especially in urban areas. Apart from Hindi and Urdu, there are other languages as well, like Awadhi. It is spoken in the Awadh region. Bhojpuri is commonly seen in eastern UP, whereas Braj Bhasha is predominantly seen in Braj region, Kannauji in central UP, and Bundeli in Bundelkhand region. So these are the languages widely used in Uttar Pradesh. So this is the festival which is celebrated widely in Uttar Pradesh. It is celebrated with great enthusiasm as Diwali marks the victory of light over darkness. And what people used to do when they celebrate Diwali, their homes are adorned with oil lamps, diyas, candles, and the fireworks. They light up the sky in the night sky, adding to the festive spirit. So, what does it signify? So, Diwali is a time we celebrate with our family, and we enjoy so much. And what are the mythological roots? Why do we celebrate Diwali? What is the reason behind that? Because it is the return of Lord Rama to Ayodhya after 14 years of Vanvas and his victory over Ravana. So that is the reason we celebrate Diwali every year. Whereas Holi, talking about Holi, it is a festival of colors. It is widely celebrated in Mathura and Vrindavan, where people use colored powders that is called abir and water, along with water. So special traditions like Lathamar Holi in Barsana, where it is unique kind of Holi, where women playfully strike men with sticks. Whereas men protect themselves with shields that creates a fun and enjoying atmosphere. So I will show you Latmar Holi in the next slide with the help of a video. Whereas uh, its cultural significances, it Holi brings people together, breaking social barriers, and its mythological roots comes from the celebrates the victory of good over evil, which is linked to the legend of Prahlad and Holika. So let's see what is Latmar Holi. So this was all about Latmar Holi. Talking about Kumbh Mela, which is it is the largest religious gathering which is held in Prayagraj. Sorry. So where a million of devotees come and enjoy this festival, Kumbh Mela. So basically, it is a sacred bathing where devotees believe that by bathing in the Ganga river will make them free from all the sins from the cycle of birth till death. So million of people reach this place without any invitation. Sorry. The congregation includes saints, sadhus, different sadhus visits this place basically in larger quantity. So Ram Navami, Taj Mahotsav and Chhat Puja is one of the festivals that is celebrated. Ram Navami is celebrated in Ayodhya, which marks the birth of Lord Rama. The city is filled with religious processions and festivities, which is reflecting its deep-rooted significance in Hindu mythology. Whereas Taj Mahotsav, it is basically held in Agra. So what does it showcase? It showcases art, craft, and cuisine, which celebrates the rich heritage of the region around the iconic Taj Mahal, which is also counted as among the seven wonders of the world. The Chhat Puja, so basically it's a sun worship festival. It is a major festival which is celebrated primarily in UP, Bihar, as well as Jharkhand. So, devotees here offers prayers on the river banks at sunrise as well as sunset, performing rituals to honor the sun and seek blessings for health and prosperity. So, let's have a look. What is Chhat Puja? Why it is celebrated?
पहले दिन आखा होता है, दूसरे दिन खरना होता है, उसमें सारे दिन निर्जला व्रत रख के सामने खीर रोटी का प्रसाद बनता है, वो सूर्य देव को भोग लगता है।
So, this was all about Chhat Puja, which is celebrated for the sun god. Let's have a look at Awadhi cuisine, which is very famous in Lucknow. So its origin is basically in Lucknow. So it is renowned for its loyal and rich culinary traditions. So what are the signature dishes that are in Awadhi cuisine? It's kebabs, which is very flavorful, often prepared with a blend of spices like garam masala, dalchini, and many more such spices. So, biryani, it is a rice dish layered with aromatic spices and meat, chicken or whatever. Uh, Kormas, it is rich and creamy curries with a mix of spices and nuts. So, what is the, it is influenced actually by Mughal cooking techniques and royal kitchens, and the unique flavors that is used. It's aromatic spices and slow cooking methods. So the street foods that are popular in Uttar Pradesh is chaat. So in chaat, there is a variety of things like pani puri, bhel puri, aloo tikki chaat. So in UP, basically people call pani puri as batasha as well as golgappa. So apart from chaat, it's crispy samosas that is very famous here. People used to eat samosas with the mint chutney or tamarind chutney, as well as after that, sweet jalebis, which is very crispy. You can see that it is very crispy and it has a spiral shaped design, and it is consumed after dipped in sugary syrup. So it is very sweet and it is often enjoyed along with the rabris as well. And apart from sweet jalebi, it's imarti. So it is also a sweet ring-shaped dessert made from urad dal. So it is made from urad dal. that is black gram, and it is also deep fried and soaked in sugar syrup. So it is crispy on the outside and soft in the inside. The famous foods like petha from Agra. It is a sweet made from ash gourd. So, and bedmi puri and aloo ki sabji. And the desserts we enjoy in Uttar Pradesh is gulab jamun, ras malai, and kheer for a taste of local sweets. So basically, petha is made from ash gourd, and it is also dipped in a sugary syrup. So it is also very tasty. One of the authentic dish in Uttar Pradesh as well as Bihar is litti chokha. So basically, it's baked with wheat flour, which is in that it is stuffed with the spiced mixture of sattu, which is roasted gram flour and spices. So it is also very healthy to eat. It is crispy on the outside and soft in the inside. So chokha is made of mashed vegetables like brinjal, that is called eggplant, tomato, and potatoes. And it is rich and aromatic, seasoned with mustard oil, garlic, and spices. So it is also one of the authentic dish. You should definitely try this as it is very healthy as well.
This amazing weather calls for this amazing food. Litti chokha, let's make this. With a knife, make slits in a brinjal, stuff it with garlic and green chilies, oil it a little bit, and roast this with some tomatoes till they're brown on all sides and soften too. Till then, we'll make the filling. Add onion, garlic, ginger, green chilies, coriander, ajwain, salt, achar ka masala, little bit of lemon juice and black salt to some sattu. Mix this really well and make sure it's a little sticky like this. Now stuff this into some balls of atta. Make sure it's nicely stuffed in and then flatten it slightly. I like to cook it in an air fryer, but you can also do this in an oven or a pressure cooker. Cook for about 15 minutes, and while it's cooking, we continue making our chokha. Chop up all the vegetables, mashed boiled potatoes, add onion, garlic, ginger, green chilies, coriander, sarson ka tel, normal salt and black salt with a little bit of red chili powder. Now mix this up really well and your chokha is ready. Once the littis cook, we'll slightly char grill them on the gas, squish them a little and dunk them into hot ghee. Leave this for about a minute before you serve this hot with some chokha, green chutney and onions and dig in.
These are some famous foods of Uttar Pradesh. Let's have a look at this as well.
Stop the time, 'cause I wanna freeze this moment. Make it mine, hold you close. Now my heart's wide open. When I'm with you, suddenly I feel no pain. Do you make it go away? Do you make it?
The Lucknow chicken curry, which is the art of embroidery, which is famous in Lucknow, and the origin is also in Lucknow. So it is a traditional embroidery style that originated in the city of Lucknow. It is renowned for its delicate and intricate white thread work on fine muslin fabric. It creates beautiful patterns and designs. So the history of chicken curry can be traced back several centuries. And the market that is famous in Lucknow for chicken curry is Aminabad Market. So it offers a wide range of chicken curry products like sari, kurtas, and everything, even kurtas for men's. And the must visit places in Uttar Pradesh is Taj Mahal, which is in Agra. It is also counted as among the seven wonders of world. Varanasi. So it is famous. It is an ancient city with sacred ghats along the Ganga River. Lucknow is famous for Bara, Imambara, Chota Imambara, and Rumi Darwaza. Whereas Mathura, it is the birthplace of Lord Krishna, and it is also famous for Krishna temples. Whereas Prayagraj, it is the site of Kumbh Mela, as I said before, where the Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati rivers meet. Fatehpur Sikri, it is also a historic Mughal city with Buland Darwaza and Jama Masjid. Whereas Sarnath, it is in Varanasi. So it is a Buddhist site where Buddha gave his first sermon. And as we know recently, Ram Mandir, which is in Ayodhya, it is a newly constructed grand temple dedicated to Lord Ram, located at the Ram Janmabhoomi site.
हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप लोग। आज की वीडियो में बात करने वाले हैं उत्तर प्रदेश में घूमने की जगहों के बारे में। उत्तर प्रदेश भारत का एक खूबसूरत राज्य है जो चारों ओर से भारत के 9 दूसरे राज्यों से घिरा हुआ है। 18 मंडलों और 75 जिलों में विभाजित उत्तर प्रदेश राज्य अपने टूरिस्ट अट्रैक्शंस और प्राकृतिक सुंदरता के कारण पर्यटकों को अपनी ओर आकर्षित करता है। यदि आप उत्तर भारत की संस्कृति से रूबरू होना चाहते हैं तो उत्तर एक्सप्लोर वायरस के नए वीडियो में, जिसका नाम है टॉप 7 टूरिस्ट प्लेसेस ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश। पहले नंबर पर आता है आगरा। उत्तर प्रदेश में यमुना नदी के तट पर मौजूद आगरा एक पॉपुलर शहर है क्योंकि यहाँ दुनिया के 7 अजूबे में से एक ताजमहल मौजूद है। यह फतेहपुर सीकरी और आगरा फोर्ट के साथ उत्तर प्रदेश के यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट्स की लिस्ट में जुड़ जाता है। इन तीनों जगहों ने उत्तर प्रदेश के लोगों को विश्व पटल पर गौरवशाली महसूस करवाया है। दूसरे नंबर पर आता है भारत की स्पिरिचुअल कैपिटल बनारस। विश्व का सबसे पुराना जीवित शहर वाराणसी है, जिसे काशी और बनारस के नाम से भी जाना जाता है। इसे भारत की आध्यात्मिक राजधानी कहा जाता है। वाराणसी का पुराना शहर गंगा के पश्चिमी तट पर मौजूद है, जो संकरी गलियों की भूल भुलैया में फैला हुआ है। वैसे तो लगभग हर मोड़ पर वाराणसी में मंदिर मिल जाते हैं, लेकिन काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर सबसे अधिक देखा जाने वाला मंदिर है और सबसे पुराना भी। बनारस को भगवान शिव के शहर के रूप में जाना जाता है। तीसरे नंबर पर हमारी लिस्ट में आता है लखनऊ। उत्तर प्रदेश की राजधानी लखनऊ एक बहुत ही सुंदर शहर है। लखनऊ में कई सारे टूरिस्टिक और हिस्टोरिकल प्लेसेस मौजूद हैं। लखनऊ अपने अदब और तहजीब के साथ स्वादिष्ट पकवानों के लिए जाना जाता है। यह एक नवाबी शानो शौकत वाला शहर है जो अपनी अवधी संस्कृति के लिए मशहूर है। साइंस सिटी, रूमी दरवाजा, छतर मंजिल, बेगम हजरत महल पार्क, शाही बावली जैसी कई जगहें लखनऊ में घूमी जा सकती हैं। चौथे नंबर पर आता है अयोध्या। अयोध्या को राम जी की जन्मभूमि भी कहा जाता है। अयोध्या भारत का एक ऐसा शहर है जो उत्तर प्रदेश राज्य में सरयू नदी के तट पर मौजूद है। ये शहर अपने सुंदर और प्राचीन मंदिरों और सुंदर घाटों के लिए जाना जाता है। कनक भवन और सीता की रसोई जैसी ऐतिहासिक जगह भी इस शहर में मौजूद हैं, जिसे देश के कोने कोने से लोग देखने के लिए आते हैं। रामलला मंदिर, रामकोट, नागेश्वर मंदिर, मोती महल जैसी ढेरों जगहें यहाँ टूरिस्ट को पसंद आती हैं। इससे अगला 5वें नंबर पर मथुरा शहर आता है। मथुरा को श्री कृष्ण की नगरी भी कहा जाता है। मथुरा यमुना नदी के किनारे उत्तर प्रदेश में मौजूद है। अगर आप घूमने के शौकीन हैं और अगर धर्म कर्म में आपकी रुचि है तो मथुरा आपके लिए एक अच्छा शहर हो सकता है। यह एक धार्मिक स्थल है जहां भगवान कृष्ण के कई मंदिर मौजूद हैं। यहां दुनिया भर से पर्यटक श्री कृष्ण के मंदिरों में घूमने के लिए आते हैं। इस्कॉन संस्था की वजह से दुनिया भर के विदेशी लोग भी इस शहर में घूमने आते हैं। जामा मस्जिद, कंस किला, राधा कुंड, मथुरा संग्रहालय जैसी अनेकों जगहें आप यहाँ घूम सकते हैं। छठे नंबर पर आता है वृंदावन। वृंदावन वो शहर है जिसके रंग में हर कोई रंगना चाहता है, जहाँ बस हर तरफ राधे राधे की गूंज होती है। वृंदावन उत्तर प्रदेश के मथुरा शहर से 10 किलोमीटर दूर मौजूद है। पूरे देश में श्री कृष्ण जी के कई मंदिर मौजूद हैं, लेकिन वृंदावन की बात कुछ और ही है। वृंदावन की कहानियां आपने बचपन में बहुत सुनी होंगी। यहाँ इस्कॉन मंदिर मौजूद है जो श्री कृष्ण वल्लभ के रूप में जाना जाता है। ये मंदिर शहर का मुख्य आकर्षण है और इसके अलावा ये शहर कृष्णा मंदिर, केसी घाट, बांके बिहारी मंदिर, प्रेम मंदिर जैसी कई जगहों के लिए भी पॉपुलर है। 7वें नंबर पर आता है इलाहाबाद शहर। इलाहाबाद को आज के समय प्रयागराज के नाम से जाना जाता है। प्रयागराज भारत के उत्तर प्रदेश के पूर्वी भाग में मौजूद है। इसे तीर्थराज प्रयाग भी कहते हैं, जिसका पौराणिक नाम प्रयाग है। यहाँ हर 6 वर्षों में अर्धकुंभ और 12 वर्षों में कुंभ मेले का आयोजन होता है, जिसमें दुनिया भर से श्रद्धालु गंगा, यमुना और सरस्वती के पवित्र त्रिवेणी संगम में आस्था की डुबकी लगाने आते हैं। संगम, पातालपुरी मंदिर, अक्षयवट, खुसरो बाग, कंपनी गार्डन, स्वराज भवन यहाँ की कुछ घूमने लायक जगह हैं।
धन्यवाद। थैंक यू एवरीवन।